What's up, guys? I'm Ron Weaver. Currently in your student development 109 class. I'm a sophomore at BYU, studying communications with a double minor in family life and business management. So this is my video. I'm from Chicago. A little bit about me. I served my mission in Mississippi. I returned home about 18 months ago in 2017 of July, and I'm 22 years old. So if I had to say where I've come from and where I'm at now, a lot of the things I would hit on is that I've definitely grown in each of my years with my academic development. I would say a lot of verbal communication that I receive from my family, from my friends, from my teachers, from my school, from society about my academic progress and development is that I'm very hardworking, I'm very determined, that I'm very organized. Whenever I have assignments, I'm able to get them in on time. I have a calendar. I'm able to go to my professors, my TAs before there's a big test, and I'm really able to utilize those resources that I have. I would say one thing that they've always told me to work on is to make sure I put it forth not to be hardworking, but to utilize those resources to the best of my abilities and to pick their knowledge. I would say growing up, I did not really ask those resources, well, what helped you or what did that? I would just try to do what would benefit me, and I really didn't get a personal relationship with those resources, with my teachers, with society about those. In high school, I was number 2 in my class. I was able to be the salutatorian. I finished high school with a 3.93 GPA. I took a handful of AP classes in high school, and that helped me because I was able to stretch my knowledge a little bit. That was able to help me start to see things from a college standpoint. That helped me improve. I would say one of the biggest activities that was able to help my life was taking AP test. Being able to take those tests, which is different than a regular final, different than the actual ACT that you take or the SAT. This is an actual standardized test that was based on the class, based on another curriculum that was related to college. And it was good to just see that. Although I got threes on all of my tests and I really didn't get a 4 or 5, that was able to show me just how much I was able to grow and how much I was able to progress. That helped me out. I would say with my experience related to grading, my professors have always graded me fair and hard, but it's been very rewarding. I felt that each grade that I received has been the effort that I've given. I've gotten a handful of C pluses, and I actually got my first D in college, which was American Heritage. And it was very hard. I was not really good at test taking. I really didn't get a lot of sleep. It took a lot of my health. I really wasn't good at time managing. I was doing the readings, but I was just very, very stressed. So when it came to that, I really didn't understand, and I was all over the place. It wasn't like Writing 150. It wasn't like Communications 100 or Intro to Entrepreneurship. All of these other classes where I was graded based on how I wrote, how I performed, my public speaking ability. Off the readings, testing was easier. I was able to get health and sleep. My time management was better. My on-campus internship. But that class was able to help me go back to the drawing board and realize there's more. In all my classes, I've just noticed that whenever it's a quiz, which is no more than 15 questions, I've always done super, super well. I've always passed it. However, when it's come to a big standardized test, I can't really perform. I had to take the ACT 5 times in order to get a 26. My first time I got an 18. My second time I got a 21. My third time I got a 22. Then my fourth time I got a 24, and finally I got a 26. So it took me a handful of opportunities to finally get to where I wanted to get to, and finally to get the score that I wanted. So that's one thing I really want to take from this class is having the ability to study first and what to study and how to study, then to apply that so that way I can go and perform on the test. Because a quiz is short-term knowledge, I feel that you can just apply and go ahead and just smoke, which I've always done. I've always been able to do really, really well. But I feel that test is everything combined together, and that's what I struggle with. Quizzes, I'm able to review the information as small and quick, I'm able to go perform. But I feel when it's time to take a test, I can't perform. I feel it was like with baseball. I felt when we just had games through the regular season, I was always able to perform. But I felt when it came to big games in the playoffs, I felt I was nervous, I was shaky. And having that correlation and seeing that, I know that test taking is really, really important. But I know that quizzes are different from actual tests and finals. And I know that that's something that I struggle with, and I know that's something that I need. I had a personal tutor last year that helped a lot. I was able to get a 3.0. My semester before, I didn't do really so well. I had like a 1.91. It was super bad. But the semester before that, I had a 3.2. So I've been all over the place with my GPA. Currently, I have a 2.8. So I would like to just improve so I can get above a 3.0 cumulative, and so I can start being more confident when I take tests. So that's me.